everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into AI and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Specifically for managers and teams. You shared this cheat sheet, AI and ChatGPT for managers and teams, and oh my gosh, it is packed with practical tips and tools. Seriously, just glancing through, I was
Yeah.
highlighting things left and right.
It's a really timely resource. AI is becoming so integrated into how we work.
Yeah.
It's no longer just a tech trend. It's like a core skill set.
Totally. And this cheat sheet, it doesn't waste any time. It jumps right into these
Mm.
5 levels of AI use. I love how it lays out a clear progression, you know? It
Yeah.
made me think,
Yeah.
okay, where are you on this journey, dear listener? Are you just starting to kind of
Right.
dabble with AI for your own personal tasks, or is
Yeah.
your whole company already using it strategically?
What's fascinating about this framework is that it not only helps you pinpoint where you are,
Yeah.
but also guides you on where you could be.
Yeah.
So, for example, you might be at level 2,
Yeah.
like personal use with ChatGPT. But imagine the possibilities if you move to, let's say, level 3, team integration.
Give me an example, like paint a picture. What would that jump from level 2 to 3
Sure.
actually look like?
Let's say you're a marketing manager.
Yeah.
At level 2, you might be using ChatGPT to write some social media posts or
Yeah.
brainstorm campaign ideas. But at level 3, your whole team is using an AI tool
Okay.
to analyze customer data, personalize email campaigns, and even predict future trends. That's where AI becomes like a real competitive advantage.
Okay, so let's say our listener is ready to make that leap, right, and start integrating AI more strategically. This cheat sheet gives us 10 practical steps,
Yeah.
which is great because it breaks down what can feel like this huge GE task into bite-sized pieces.
And these steps are super actionable.
Yeah.
They really emphasize, making sure you choose the right AI tool for your needs. Don't just jump on the first
Right.
free option you find. Take advantage of free trials, read reviews,
Yeah,
and compare features to make sure it aligns with your goals.
right, because there's nothing more frustrating than investing all this time into a tool that ends up not being the right fit. Step 3 is all about getting your team on board, and I love that they emphasize starting small with a pilot project.
It's much easier to demonstrate the value of AI
Right.
with a focused project rather than trying to overhaul everything at once. And by involving your team early on, you can address any concerns, build excitement.
And that ties in nicely with step 4, budget considerations. It's so easy to get caught up in the hype and forget about the costs involved. The cheat sheet reminds us to think beyond just the price tag of the tool itself.
Exactly. You need to consider things like training costs, potential integration costs with your existing systems, and even the time it takes to, learn a new tool and implement it effectively. Sometimes a seemingly free tool can end up costing you more in the long run if it's not a good fit or requires a lot of extra work to get it up and running.
The cheat sheet also emphasizes the importance of defining clear goals and KPIs. What do you actually want to achieve with AI? How will you measure success?
Yeah. It's easy to get, swept up in the wow factor of AI, but without clear goals, it's hard to know if you're actually getting a return on your investment. Are you aiming to improve efficiency, reduce errors, boost creativity, or something else entirely? Having those goals clearly defined from the outset will make a huge difference in your implementation success.
Speaking of success, I noticed the cheat sheet doesn't dwell too much on the risks or what
Mhm.
can go wrong type of stuff. Is that something we should address, or is that a whole other deep dive?
I think it's a wise choice on their part, to be
Mhm.
honest. Focusing on the positive applications and the potential of AI
Yeah.
can be a more effective way to encourage adoption.
Yeah.
You know, people are naturally drawn to things that make their lives easier
Right.
and more productive.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got our goals, our teams on board, and our budgets figured out. What's next?
Well, the cheat sheet has this awesome section called Top Tips for interacting with AI effectively.
Okay.
These tips might seem simple, but they can make a world of difference
Mm.
in the quality of your results.
Like what? Give us the insider secrets.
One of my favorites is using clear, concise language
Okay.
when you're giving instructions to the AI. It's like
Yeah.
talking to a very literal colleague. The more specific and unambiguous you are, the better they'll understand what you need.
That makes total sense. So it's not just about knowing what you want, but how to communicate it effectively
Yes,
to the AI.
absolutely. Another great tip is to use analogies. Sometimes explaining a complex concept to AI can be tricky, but by using an analogy, you can help it grasp the underlying idea more easily.
Okay, can you give me an example of that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's say you're asking AI to generate ideas for a new product launch campaign. You could say, I want something that will create buzz and make people feel excited, like the anticipation leading up to a major sporting event. By drawing that parallel, you're giving the AI a frame of reference for the type of emotional response you're aiming for.
That's a really cool tip. I'm already starting to see how these small tweaks in how we communicate with AI can lead to much better outcomes. What else is in this treasure trove of tips?
They also highlight the importance of customizing instructions for repetitive tasks.
Okay.
If you find yourself asking the AI to do the same thing over and over again, take the time to create a specific prompt that covers all the details. It will save you so much time in the long run.
I love that. Efficiency is key, especially when we're talking about integrating new tools into our workflow. And speaking of tools, this cheat sheet has a whole section on AI plugins tools you will love. And let me tell you, it's a gold mine.
It really is. They've curated a fantastic selection of tools
Yeah.
that cater to a wide range of needs, from brainstorming and research
Yeah.
to data analysis and automation.
Right.
There's truly something for everyone.
I'm already adding some of these to my must-try list. Okay, so we've covered the basics of AI integration, the importance of clear goals, communication tips, even a sneak peek at some cool tools. But how do we actually apply all of this to specific departments?
Well, that's what we'll be diving into next. The cheat sheet breaks down how AI can be used in marketing, HR, IT, and more,
Okay.
with practical examples for each department. Get ready for some, seriously inspiring ideas. I think the marketing section will really resonate with our listener.
Okay.
The cheat sheet is full of examples that showcase just how versatile AI can be in that field.
Okay, give me some highlights. I'm always curious about how AI can help with
Sure.
creativity. It feels like such a human thing.
Well, one example that jumped out at me was using AI for copy testing.
Okay.
Imagine being able to run different versions of ad copy
Yeah.
through an AI tool and get instant feedback on which ones are likely to perform best.
Oh, wow.
It takes a lot of the guesswork out of crafting compelling messages.
So you could test out different headlines, calls to action, even emotional tones,
Yeah.
see what resonates most with your target audience. That's powerful.
Exactly. And the cheat sheet also talks about using AI for content creation. It's not about replacing human writers altogether, but rather giving them a powerful tool to streamline their workflow.
Okay.
For example, AI can help generate topic ideas, create outlines, or even write first drafts of blog posts
Right.
or social media updates.
So instead of staring at a blank page for hours, writers can kind of get a jump start with AI
Like that,
and
yeah.
then focus on polishing the content and adding their own unique voice and style. That frees up a lot of mental energy for
Yeah.
the more strategic, creative aspects of the job.
Absolutely. And the applications go even further.
Okay.
The cheat sheet mentions using AI for social media engagement, like identifying trending topics, crafting personalized responses to comments,
Wow.
and even scheduling posts at optimal times.
Wow, it's like having a whole team of social media assistants
Right.
at your disposal. Okay, so marketing is clearly a sweet spot for AI.
Yeah.
But what about other departments like HR? I imagine there's some pretty interesting use cases there too.
You're right. HR is another area where AI can really shine.
Okay.
The cheat sheet highlights how AI can streamline the entire recruitment process from start to finish.
Okay.
Imagine using AI to scan through hundreds of resumes
Right.
and identify the most qualified candidates based on, specific criteria.
Yeah.
It saves recruiters a ton of time and ensures a more objective screening process.
That makes total sense. It eliminates a lot of the manual work and potential bias that can creep into traditional job screening. What happens once you've, identified those top candidates?
Well, AI can also help generate interview questions
Okay.
tailored to each candidate's experience and the specific role they're applying for.
Wow.
It ensures that every interview is, relevant and insightful, helping HR teams make more informed hiring decisions.
It sounds like AI is taking on the role of a highly efficient
Yeah.
and data-driven HR assistant. What about after the hiring process? Can AI help with onboarding or training new employees?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The cheat sheet talks about using AI to create personalized onboarding plans, deliver targeted training materials, and even answer common questions that new hires might have.
Okay.
It ensures a smoother transition into the company culture and helps new employees get up to speed more quickly.
It seems like AI is really changing the game for HR,
Yeah.
making it more efficient, data-driven, and employee-centric. Now, before we move on from the departmental deep dives, what about IT? How is AI making an impact there?
IT is another area ripe for AI disruption.
Okay.
The cheat sheet mentions using AI for tasks like troubleshooting and security risk assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being able to provide instant support to employees who are experiencing technical difficulties,
Right.
guided by AI-powered recommendations.
Wow.
It can significantly reduce downtime
Yeah.
and improve overall productivity.
That's a game changer for anyone who's ever been stuck on hold with IT support, waiting for help. What about security risks? How can AI help with that?
AI can analyze network traffic,
Mm-hmm.
identify unusual patterns,
Right.
and flag potential security threats before they become major problems.
Mhm.
It's like having a 247 security guard monitoring your systems for any suspicious activity.
Wow, that level of protection is incredible.
Yeah.
It really sounds like AI is becoming an indispensable tool for IT departments to
Mm.
manage complex systems and keep everything running smoothly and securely. Okay, so we've explored how AI can be applied to specific departments, but now I want to go back to one of the most mind-blowing specs
Yes.
we touched on earlier, the image upload capability.
I know, right?
It's one of those features that really expands the possibilities of what AI can do. We're not just limited to text-based inputs anymore.
Yeah,
We can feed the AI visual information as well.
exactly.
Exactly. It opens up a whole new realm of potential applications.
Right.
The cheat sheet gives some intriguing examples like uploading a chart and having AI interpret it for you.
Mhm.
I can see how that would be incredibly useful in like a fast-paced business meeting or presentation.
Absolutely. Instead of spending like precious time deciphering complex data visualizations,
Right.
you can get instant insights and summaries from AI.
Yeah.
It allows you to focus on the bigger picture
Yeah.
and make strategic decisions more effectively.
And what about uploading images for like design feedback?
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine designers using this feature to get instant feedback on logos, website layouts, or even product prototypes.
That's a great example. Instead of waiting for feedback from colleagues or clients,
Yeah.
designers can get real-time insights from AI on aspects like color palettes, composition,
Yeah.
and overall aesthetic appeal.
Right.
It can speed up the design process significantly
Mm-hmm.
and lead to more refined and impactful creations.
It's like having a virtual design consultant at your
Yeah.
fingertips. Okay, this is really stretching my imagination now.
Yeah.
But what about scenarios outside of the typical work environment? How could this image upload feature be useful in our everyday lives?
Oh, the possibilities are endless. Imagine being able to take a picture of a plant in your garden
Okay.
and have AI identify it and provide information on its care and maintenance.
Oh.
Or imagine snapping a photo of a meal you're considering ordering at a restaurant,
Okay.
and having AI give you nutritional information and even suggest, like, healthier alternatives.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having a personal AI assistant who
Right.
can analyze and interpret the world around us.
And it goes even further.
Okay.
Imagine being able to upload a photo of a landmark while traveling
Okay.
and have AI instantly provide historical information, interesting facts,
Wow.
and nearby attractions.
Hmm.
It could revolutionize the way we explore and experience new places.
Okay, mind officially blown. I'm starting to realize that this image upload capability is not just a cool feature, it's a fundamental shift
Yes.
in how we interact with AI.
Exactly. It takes AI beyond the realm of language and into the
Yeah.
visual world,
Yeah.
which opens up a whole new universe of possibilities.
Mhm.
And the best part is, this is just the beginning.
Right.
As AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative and unexpected applications emerge.
Speaking of unexpected applications, the cheat sheet delves into some pretty powerful data analysis capabilities
Yeah.
that I think are worth exploring further. I mean, AI analyzing data is not exactly new,
Yeah.
but this feels different. What are your thoughts?
I think what sets this apart is the accessibility
Oh.
and ease of use that AI brings to data analysis.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer limited to data scientists or those with specialized technical skills.
Yeah.
The cheat sheet highlights how AI can help anyone,
Right.
even those with minimal data experience, extract meaningful insights from their data.
So you don't need to be a coding whiz to
Right.
unlock the power of data.
Exactly. AI can handle the heavy lifting, like cleaning and preparing the data,
Mhm.
identifying patterns and trends, and even generating, visually appealing charts and graphs
Yes.
to communicate those findings effectively.
That's huge.
Yeah.
means that anyone, regardless of their technical background, can leverage data to make more informed decisions and drive better outcomes
Right.
in their work.
Precisely. And the cheat sheet showcases how this democratization of data analysis
Okay.
can benefit various roles and departments.
Hmm.
For instance, a marketing manager can use AI to track campaign performance, identify customer segments, and personalize messaging. A sales manager can leverage AI to analyze sales trends, forecast future performance, and optimize their strategies.
Hmm.
The possibilities are truly vast.
It sounds like AI is taking data analysis from like a specialized skill
Yeah,
to an everyday tool that everyone can benefit from.
exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from the practical steps of integrating AI into your workflow to exploring its applications in various departments and even diving into the like mind-blowing possibilities of image upload and data analysis. But now I want to shift gears a bit and talk about the elephant in the room ChatGPT alternatives. The cheat sheet mentions several other AI platforms that are worth exploring. Why is it important to consider these alternatives?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
While ChatGPT has certainly taken the world by storm,
right.
it's not the only player in the game.
Right.
The AI landscape is constantly evolving
Mm-hmm.
with new and innovative platforms emerging all the time.
Yeah.
By exploring alternatives like Copilot, Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity AI,
Okay.
you can gain a broader perspective on what's available and potentially find a tool that even better suits your specific needs and workflow.
So it's not about like jumping ship from ChatGPT necessarily,
Right.
but rather keeping an open mind and staying informed about
Perfectly.
the wider AI ecosystem.
Yeah.
What are some of the like key
Sure.
factors to consider when evaluating these alternatives?
I think it's important to look at factors like ease of use, features and capabilities, pricing models, and
Uh-huh.
integration options with your existing systems.
Okay.
It's also crucial to consider the specific tasks you want to accomplish
Right.
with the AI tool.
Yeah.
Some platforms might excel at certain tasks,
Right.
while others might be better suited for different purposes.
Right. So it's all about finding the right tool for the right job.
Exactly.
It's like having a toolbox full of different AI instruments,
Yeah.
each with its own strengths and specialties.
Mhm.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive,
All
I
right.
want to circle back to something that really stood out to me in the cheat sheet. The emphasis on asking yourself the right questions.
Yeah.
It's not just about adopting AI for the sake of it. It's about being intentional
Yeah.
and strategic in how you implement it.
I completely agree. The cheat sheet encourages readers to reflect on the specific problems or opportunities they face in their work
Right.
and to ask themselves, how can AI help me solve this?
Mm-hmm.
Or how can AI enhance this?
Mm-hmm.
It's about identifying those areas where AI can make a tangible difference
Yeah.
and drive real value.
And it's not just about identifying the problem, it's about digging deeper
Right.
and asking, how recurrent is this case? How
Yeah.
severe? Can we measure the impact?
Exactly.
These questions help you prioritize your AI efforts and focus on those areas where the potential impact is greatest.
Exactly. It's about being strategic and making sure that your AI investments are aligned with your overall business goals.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheat sheet goes even further, encouraging readers to consider the potential cost of not solving the problem. Sometimes the cost of inaction can be far greater than the cost of implementing an AI solution.
That's a really insightful point. It's easy to get caught up in the like initial investment, but it's important to remember the long-term costs of sticking with outdated methods or inefficient processes.
Absolutely. And finally, the cheat sheet encourages readers to run a quick post-mortem
Okay.
after implementing an AI solution.
Mm-hmm.
What went well, what could be improved, what lessons were learned.
Right.
By reflecting on the process, you can continually refine your approach and maximize the value of your AI investments.
It's about treating AI implementation as an ongoing journey, not a one-time project. It's about embracing that continuous learning mindset and recognizing that AI is not a static technology. It's a constantly evolving field. Now, as we wrap up this incredible deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. We've explored the practicalities, the possibilities, the tools, the departments, even the mind-blowing image uploads. But at the end of the day, AI is only as powerful as the humans who wield it.
That's such a crucial point. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's up to us as humans to guide its development and ensure that it's used ethically and responsibly.
I think this cheat sheet subtly emphasizes that throughout. It focuses on empowering managers and teams to use AI effectively, but it also encourages thoughtful consideration of the bigger picture.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most important takeaways from this deep dive is that AI is not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting our abilities, amplifying our creativity, and helping us solve complex problems in ways we never thought possible.
It's about that synergy between human intelligence and artificial intelligence, each playing to its strengths in creating something truly extraordinary. So, to our listener, I encourage you to approach AI with a sense of curiosity, a willingness to experiment, and a commitment to using this powerful technology for good.
Don't be afraid to dive in, to explore, to ask questions, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. Who knows? You might just be the one to discover the next groundbreaking AI application that changes the world.
And on that inspiring note, we'll leave you to ponder the possibilities. Until next time, keep diving deep and keep seeking knowledge.
Happy AI exploring.